Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Yesterday Plarium pulled quite a surprise on us by announcing that the hero's path that starts tomorrow is actually for Granyt Doorkeep souls and not for Leonardo at all. Oh boy, Doorkeep's path event starting on October 10th. This Friday, October 10th, we're planning to launch the Doorkeep's path event where you have a chance to get perfect and split souls for Granyt Doorkeep. So what does this mean for the April event? What does this mean for Leo? Let's take a look. First, thank you Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video and for giving me this wonderful promo link you can find down below in the description. You can find it the QR code. If you create a new account with this link, you get Deacon Armstrong after the tutorial, Uugo at 15, Tagoar at 20, Mausoleum Mage at 30, the best possible start to Raid. But yeah, Leonardo and Raphael, everyone is waiting for Leonardo and Raphael. We have had guaranteed events for Michelangelo, the Login Legendary, we had Donatello in a fusion, Leonardo and Raphael. The original App Store leak was that Leonardo would be in a Swordmaster path from October 7th to 10th. Well, obviously that did not happen, and even the one that starts on the 10th is not Leonardo, and Raphael would be in a Hothead Deck of Fate from October 13th to 16th. Plarium later said some of the details were wrong in that and they pulled that from the app stores. And now we have the Heroes Path confirmed for October 10th to 13th, but for Granyt Soul. So, oh boy. Well, there is the April Titan event going on, and Deck of Fate can also be part of a Titan event. Last time there was a Deck of Fate in the Titan event, it only gave 100 pizza points, so it can still easily fit into part 2, or it could even fit into that part 3, which is a bit of a weird one, with 150 points for 4 days. Also, it's possible that they have reversed the order of these champions now, because originally it was Leonardo first and Raphael last, but Leonardo is the one that people are really waiting for, so it would make sense for them to offer Raphael first to entice some spending and then drain some resources so that people would spend more for Leonardo. But where does this change leave the Ace Report at Titan event now that we have Granyt Soul coming from the Titan event? Well, not many people did the Granyt Fusion, and if you didn't do the Granyt Fusion, you don't want the Granyt Soul. So unless there is some major surprise Leo event coming right up, or Leo in that path or something, which there really won't be, then this April O'Neil event, this is quite dead. There's no reason to pursue April now. April's box with Nullify is going to be fixed, and you can't really combine April with the turtles anymore, or even if you can, even let's say there's a Raphael Deck of Fate, but you would have to pursue Granyt Soul pretty much. So I will look into the hero's path, and I will look into what does it take to get those pizza points. So you still have kind of the option to, okay, do some more events still today and see what happens tomorrow, see whether that even is going to be something where you can get the pizza points easily. But overall, this looks really bad for the April event. You might want to grab some of the easier rewards, but there just aren't that many enticing rewards in this event. Maybe you could get some souls, because there is the Immortal Soulstone at 840 points, which is not that impossible of a target. And also, there's currently an Immortal Soulstone as part of the Event Dungeon Tournament. And 3000 points in Event Dungeon Tournament, that's not difficult. So that's probably something that you want to grab now when you might not be pursuing the Titan event in full as much anymore. I've seen a bunch of outrage about the lack of Leo event on Reddit, on Discord, on YouTube, various content creators. And that does make me wonder whether Plarium has now overplayed their hand a little bit with this event, because players are saving for the remaining turtles, especially for Leo, and diamond hands you really, really want to save for those turtles. Turtles are account changing. Getting 2 turtles it's account changing for a young account. Getting 3 turtles is probably account changing for anyone who has played for less than a year. So you really want those turtles. For example, my latest account, it's less than 2 months old, and it's now 1 Keys Nightmare with 2 turtles. So yeah, turtles, they're just doing so much, and consequently players are not stupid. They have realized this, and the Shredder tournament was remarkably unpopular. There, even to the extent that some shredders went unclaimed. For example, in one of my tournament groups, this happened. Your tournament group has finished. Melodrams won with 1,339 points. Quite a bit short of the 4,000, which is not that much required to get that shredder. because that was champion chase. You needed to use shards. Well, you could have done that with fusions, I suppose, but it would have been pretty hard to do. So people are saving all those shards. They are not even getting Shredder for 4,000 points in a champion chase because they want turtles, and rightly so, because those turtles are so important. So Granyt Fusion also seemed to be very unpopular. I saw this one poll, for example, on YouTube where that had thousands of answers, and only 1/3 of the people, less than that actually, only a quarter of people were going to do the Granyt Fusion. And everyone around me is also saving and saving and saving. So all these events are not being pursued because Plarium is holding Leo and Raphael hostage. And I just can't imagine that they would have thought it would play out this way. I really didn't see that Shredder event would be so unpopular. And that is getting a little bit awkward, because obviously they want people to play the game, they want people to invest, and people are not doing that. People are just saving. And I think maybe they have found a kind of a way out, which would be Raphael before Leo, because then they would get people to spend on Raphael, and that way that might drain some of those saved resources, and then they might get people to spend money on Leo. Because surely Raphael will not fail the same way Shredder failed, Granyt failed, and it looks like April will fail. Surely Raphael will be more popular, but overall this holding Leo to very late has not worked out quite the way Plarium imagined it would. But anyway, these turtles are still worth saving for. They're still going to be great. I hope that we get them sooner rather than later. The event itself, the collaboration, runs until mid-November, so there's one whole month left. And Diamond Hands. I'm saving everything for turtles. You should be saving everything for turtles. Once the turtles are there, then it's time to go all in. That's the best thing you can do for your raid account. That will affect it for years to come. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.